Hello and welcome to the 5-minute violin lesson. My name is Henriette. Today I'd be delighted to give you a few suggestions as to how you can play The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. I'm using a book called Jazz, Blues and Ragtime by Edward Hughes Jones, so I use the version of The Entertainer that's in that book. I hope you enjoy. I shall be playing this piece into short sections and then give you suggestions to think about at home, and you can then at your leisure play the video back and forth to find the different sections and eventually join them all up. I'll tell you a little bit about the bowing of the first section of this piece. I'll play it for you now. We're starting on the 2 notes up bow near the heel of the bow, because it isn't actually a very long up bow, it is a very short one, and then I need to be at the heel of the bow for when I play this bit. And that section uses up the whole of the bow. So you start near the heel for those 2 first notes, and you use the whole bow there. Now the fingers I use for this section, I'll show you. I start on the open D string, and look, I'll play D, D sharp, and then I slide my first finger. I'll do that again for you. And your second finger comes right by the side of your first finger. You can probably just see it here. The next section, this section here, has a little bit more of a varied bowing. First of all, I start up bow on these 3 notes. Then I use my 4th finger here. Now I'm using a very quick bow to use the whole bow, ready for this bit. And a quick bow again. So in this section, the bowing is quite uneven. Sometimes I play longer bows and then a very quick bow for the single note. I will also show you how in this second section, I slide my 3rd finger from the D to the D sharp. I'm going to turn around again so it's easier for you to see. Starting on the 2nd finger. I'll show you that again. See? When we carry on now, the same section comes back as we had in the beginning. I'm now talking about the end of bar 8. The bowing in this section is exactly the same as the beginning, so you can carry on from there. But then you notice in bar 10, the music carries on in a different way, and I'm using the 4th finger on the A. I'll do that again. This is bar 10 and 11. Notice also how in bar 11 my bowing is uneven again. You get a very quick bow on that single note, whereas the slurred notes have slightly slower bows. Now when we move on to bar 13, it's the same as the beginning again. And this is the final section before we reach the middle of the piece. This is bar 17. And you notice how I use 4th fingers for the E's. You also may notice the quick bows again. I play slurs alternated by quick separate bows, and you want to use at least twice as much bow on the up bows as you do on the down bows. Now I'm going to play you the second half of this piece, and I'm starting on the 3 notes that are printed under the second time bar, so the end of the second time bar. A little bit. So those A's that I play with the 4th finger, look. I'm just lifting the bow off the string a little bit there. 4th finger, lift off. Use your 4th finger again for E. And all the techniques here are basically the same as what you've done before. All the separate up bows, you play with faster bows, and all the slurs, your bows are slightly slower. Notice also how I play in bar 26, how I play an A and an A sharp like this. Look, I'll show you from this end. And now we get to the final section by 29. I'll play it for you and then tell you a few things about those bars. Here's really the first time when we start to play open strings, and that is bar 34. When you play this bit. And then finally we have the coda, and I'll just show you how to play the chord. Now when we play chords, we start reading the bottom note and we read up from there. So then I have a G, an E, which is 1st finger on D, and then a 2nd finger on the A string, which is close to that 1st finger on the D string. And I'm placing my fingers all already on the string before I even play the chord. Now chords you can play almost like a banjo, in a banjo-like style, by getting your hand up in the air a bit more, a bit higher than the strings, and then just go slowly. It depends on the effect you want to achieve, whether you want to go louder, but that's well worth practicing. I hope you have fun practicing this at home. Good luck with it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.